Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some Frostpunk. I just picked this game up when it became available on Steam, and I've not at all tried this. This is a post-apocalyptic survival game playing basically after a snow sort of apocalypse, where we have to do, well, try to build the last city on Earth, apparently. And there's a very nice intro cinematic before this if you want to see that. I'm going to try to put a link to that into the description. Otherwise, we're going to start here. And this is going to be a bit of a new thing for me here, because when we ran all these EU campaigns, and don't worry, EU campaigns are not stopping, I knew a lot about what I was doing. Here, I don't know. Well, I basically know nothing. I've seen a couple of videos on YouTube from people who got early access to the game, but otherwise I know nothing. I've not played this, I don't know how it works, so bear with me. And maybe let me know in the comments if this is something you would like to see. Do you prefer me going into a game more or less blind, or would you rather have me try it out early on so I can tell you more about the game itself? Also, let me know whether playing other games than EU4 is anything you're interested in at all. So let's see. I mean, I am going to play other games than EU4, but I don't necessarily need to record them for this stream. For the channel. No stream here. Now, let's go right into Frostpunk. And I'm going to start by reading these events. If that becomes a bit tedious, I'm just going to stop. A new home. We fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of this generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst now that the world as we know it has crumbled. We have to survive. Let's see if we can, and how long we can. So I fully expect this to not... I don't know if this game has a victory condition, but I fully expect this to not survive the beginning. Okay, we're supposed to fight the cold. We need to get the generator working. It does provide heat and power to other buildings. Without we'll freeze to death. We need to get some coal and start the generator. Sure. There's a pause button here. I like that. Stockpile some coal and activate the generator. So this is our generator. We can turn that on to different steam levels, assuming we have enough coal and we have the technology. And it's gonna heat everything around it. There is a heat overlay. I've seen that in other streams, but I don't know how we can find that. Okay, this is... what is this? A lot of stats that we're gonna want to look at eventually, but not right now. This is our book of laws. We can make a lot of law decisions. This is construction. None of that is terribly relevant to what I'm looking for here. So this is a coal pile, and I think I can just set people to get to work here. Just put 15 people to work on this coal pile. Yes. It's gonna give us what, 18 coal per hour. And you need 6 coal to turn to the steam level. I do not know how much you're gonna consume when you're at it. But we're gonna definitely have to do this. What else? We have steel around, wood around, more steel, more wood, more steel, more wood. Why is there a lot of steel and wood around here? More coal, okay. How many people do we have? We have 80 homeless people. Well, if we have 80 people, we might as well get some more people on grabbing some coal here. And I assume that we're gonna have to build some homes very soon, which is gonna be tents, which require wood. We have 30 wood, but I'm just gonna send some people. Where's wood? There's wood here, to grab wood. And as far as I understood it from the videos I saw, workers are just basic workers and engineers are more skilled workers. But I don't know if they're only good at doing like indoors jobs or something, no clue. But let's just use all of our workers at the moment. No steel, maybe not yet. Wood crates, yes, that's what I'm looking for. Put the rest of our engineers in there. Still, I'm gonna follow these tutorial instructions here, even though I could start already building houses. Let's just follow this. But what I was looking for was the heat overlay, and I have not found that yet. There's probably a hotkey for it, but temperature overlay. Ah, there we go. So we can see everything is cold except for our guys who are a bit provide a bit of heat themselves. Let's unpause here. Let's let this roll, and we see our people dredging out through the snow to go towards the different piles where I sent them to gather materials. Let's see if we can speed this up. We can. Something just happened. What is this? Ah, word of advice. Work is needed. There's much to do and not enough hands to do it. A quick way of addressing this problem is to put our children to work. Let's open the Book of Laws. We can pass different decisions. Okay, let's so scroll in here. One being child labor on safe jobs. If we allow children to work in safe workplaces, our hope, and we'll talk about that in a second, will fall slightly, and children may be injured. I think we still want this. Maybe it's a bit early. I don't know if gathering is considered a safe workspace anyway. We don't really have any other workspaces at the moment. On the other hand, yeah, I think I'm gonna put children to work here. Now, hope. We have two meters down here. One's about discontent and one's about hope. Either one, well, discontent shouldn't reach max or you'll lose soon, as far as I know. And if hope hits 0, you're also going to lose at some point. So we want neither, obviously. Out of interest, did that give me the option of putting more children to work here? Yes. Just send out some children to gather this stuff that is apparently considered safe. And I have no more children to send. Oh no, I have... This workplace is full. More coal piles. You are full, you are full. Let's have you gather some coal here. 5 more children. Okay. And I don't think it actually matters that you get a road here. Kids should be learning, not working. Yeah, I do agree, but we're kind of in a desperate situation here. And it's not like I have schools anywhere at the moment. I will allow you to get schooling if that's a possibility later on. I assume it's gonna be. Let's go to speed 3 here. Like that the hotkeys are basically just working as I would expect them to. That's my wood, that's my coal. Oh, we have tons of coal now. Activate the generator. Right. Steam level. Bam. Be on. Range setting 1, so you can have it heat more area if you have the tech, but since currently everything we have is right around the generator, we should get some heating here. Food. The generator hums with reassuring warmth, but we shouldn't take it for granted. If the generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of coal reserves. Now food. There will be no city we starve to death. Secure way to provide raw food and build a cookhouse to prepare meals. Okay, let's pause here. So, build a hunter's hut or a hothouse, and we need to build a cookhouse. Let's see. Food. What is the... Okay, hunter's hut is clear, I assume. Hunters basically hunt every night, venturing beyond the city. Provide 15 food, okay. And what's a hothouse? Cookhouse, a workshop. I don't even have a hothouse, so I'm not going to be building that. Not the gathering post, no. Food, a hunter's hut. And now this is the basic design. You build in circles around your generator. Mainly, I mean, you can build elsewhere, but the generator heats things, and obviously you want things to be hot. The question is, and I have no idea what the answer to that is. Generally, I would assume you want the houses to be directly around here to be warm. But I don't know if we actually need these many houses in the beginning. I just built the hunter's hut right here. It's probably not correct, but we're learning here, right? We're trying to understand how the game works. So we're gonna build that hunter's hut, and we're also gonna build a cookhouse. No, not the Book of Laws. Give me the cookhouse, and I'm just gonna put it right next door. I think if workplaces are too cold, people are not gonna work. So we kinda also want them heated. Let's just see if that's a mistake. Something happening here. Housing problem, the roof over our heads. A lot of people are understandably concerned about the lack of shelter. They're falling ill from sleeping outside in the terrible cold. We'd better do something about it. Yes, of course. I can promise to build some shelter. I can promise to build shelter for all. Oh, I won't address this right now. I'm gonna try to build shelter for everyone here, because I want to do that anyway, right? We do not want people to be... and I think if I succeed, then I get bonuses, probably to hope and content or something. And if I fail, I will certainly get negatives there. So how many people can I get into one tent? Keep hitting Q to clear the cursor. Play too much Factorio, I guess. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And yeah, now we see the issue that we can't put all the tents right next to the generator. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to start a second row and hope that we can somehow keep them warm there. I assume we have to build some roads or something, but I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, one of the tents is gonna be in the cold area. I hope that's fine. And did that immediately use up my wood? I think it did. People are running around building stuff, waiting for workers, And another event. The wisdom of the crowd. Captain, when facing demands, remember this. People usually look for the quickest solution, not the best one. You don't have to agree to everything they ask for. If you fix the problem your way, it's fine. I'll bear that in mind. Bear that in mind. Beer? Must be my stomach speaking there. We have complete secure food. People from our convoy. With basic resources secured for now, we can try to rescue the people we left behind. Build a beacon, scout Frostland, and save as many survivors from our expedition as possible. You need a workshop to design plans for more advanced buildings. Does that mean the beacon is an advanced building that I can't build yet? I assume that's what you're saying, right? Yes. But I could build a workshop, which probably also would need people working there. Speaking of, let's not do the building at the moment, but let's check here. We do need people to work this hunter's hut, and we do need people to work the cookhouse. Apparently 5 people are fine. And we have a lot of coal at the moment. So, don't I have a bunch of children gathering coal at some place? Here, you're children gathering coal. Let's say none of you. And you can go ahead and cook for me. That's fine. And I have no idea if it makes a difference whether you have children working indoors or outdoors. I assume it would, but that could just be completely wrong. And I guess I'm just gonna drop off workers from one of these coal mines and put them into the hunting thingy. Okay. There we go. Let's go to higher speed again. No. I can't. Why can I not? Huh. Interesting. So... there are no inhabitants here yet. Let's see if that it does change. Okay, they find their way there. Okay. So I don't have to build like a road. Shelter promise fulfilled. Everyone feels relieved with a roof, even flapping one over their head. Hope rises. Okay, so we gained a tiny bit of hope back. It's nice. And what's next to do? Build a workshop, build a beacon, and rescue our survivors. Illness and healthcare. What are you telling me? Tons of tutorials. If people are sick, we need medical stuff to heal them. Okay, I understand that. Oh, and we have a sick person, so that's why it's telling me. But I don't think I currently have... I do have a medical post I can build. I cannot? Oh, it costs 1 more wood. I guess we're gonna have that next morning, because at night our people are not working, except for the hunters. I can introduce a new law, though. What is there to do? We could go for one of these laws here. We can sign soup into law, which is going to reduce hope and increase discontent. And eating soup always makes people more discontent, but that saves a lot of food. That seems very interesting to me. What do food additives do? Add sawdust to the food, which probably also makes it last longer and could make people fall ill. Fighting arena, new building. Evening bots reduce discontent. I will have to build a fighting arena if I do this. I don't... Oh, it will be available then. Let's not do that right away. And emergency shifts. I think we're gonna need emergency shifts eventually, but maybe not right now. Let's go for soup. Save some food. That sounds clever. Soup can be served in the cookhouse. Do I have to change that? I do. Standard meal, soup. 5 food rations from 2 food, and otherwise we get 4 rations from 2 food. So we get slightly more food, which is probably good. We have 100 food at the moment, raw food. None food rations at the moment. Okay. Discontent rises because people don't like soup. I get that. We do want to build that workshop though. Oh, we need to wait for wood. Right. So let's go to speed. I don't know why that button doesn't work anymore. People getting back up, doing work. Crazy sound. And there's the wood, so we can now go ahead. Oh, we want to build a medical post, right? Let's do that first. We already have 3 sick people. Now, medical posts need... I assume they need to be warm, or they want to be warm at least. If we check the temperature overlay here, the outside ring is still okay in heat. I wonder if this got worse. It's just worse because it's stockpiles, or it got worse because of this placement of the tent out here. But still warm enough to live in, so... But I believe, yeah, there's gonna be a temperature drop in, what? 4 days? Then we're gonna have issues out there. Right now, the temperature is gonna be fine. So let's build a medical post and build it... Let's see what happens if we build it right next to one of these tents. Although, what that's gonna do is screw up... it's fine, I think. Screw up our placement, maybe? What would be a good placement? This or this? Not adjacent to street. Okay, so you need a street. Let's do this and then see if we can't build a street. Not that I've found out how to do that yet. There we are. Build a street from here to... I guess here? Okay. Let's go. Street is under construction, yes. And we get more wood, so we can also build that other thing we wanted to build. A workshop for the research. Workshop is big. Takes up a lot of space. Yeah, I can already see this being a bit of a puzzle later on. Can I build a street in between these? Or do I need to leave room? Can I do like... I can do like this. Okay. Build me a street like there. Okay. Here we are, people still grabbing coal. Coal is still getting up at the moment. Ooh, another event here. Child injured at work. Oh no. Child got distracted at work and has been injured. The accident was not serious and happened entirely due to the child's carelessness. Yeah, because that matters. Could give the child a day off or scold it for being careless. This will raise hope, but the child won't work for 24 hours, and this will reduce hope. That's one child I think we can deal with. Give it a day off. It has been injured after all. Now we have coal actually dropping. And what's this? Could not resume production, requires raw food. Okay. No, coal is not dropping. What's the red thing? Oh, it means probably our stockpile is basically full. I see. So let's stop collecting so much coal. If only I could remember where I am collecting coal. I think over here. Yeah. Let's drop 15 of these people from working coal and let them collect what? Steel or more wood? I assume steel is going to be necessary at some point. I think we already spent 5 steel on something, maybe the workshop. So let's grab some steel here. And I believe we can build gathering huts that somehow improve how gathering works. Not quite sure how that works, but yeah, wood crates depleted. Okay, these wood crates are gone, but we have some wood. Kind of do want to try building a gathering post up here. What does that cost us? Gathering post. 15 wood, 5 steel. If I were to build that here... Obviously it's not adjacent to a street. I'm just gonna plop it down here. And then go ahead and build a street. I like that there's this build a street button right on the building that needs the street. That's cool. That's good interface design, I like it. We're out of steel. We have a lot of cooked food, but not hunted food. Not sure if that was a mistake on our side. Okay, we can sign a new law here. Fighting area to make people more happy. How do we get rid of corpses? We haven't had any corpses yet, but I'm sure there are gonna be corpses. Or we can choose here, radical treatment, gravely ill will be treated in medical posts, hope will rise slightly. 30% of the gravely ill treated medical posts will be left as amputees. And discontent will rise, so we get hope, but also people will be unhappy. Or same thing. And we could keep the gravely ill alive, but untreated in the medical posts. And will we not be treated, remain a burden, we'll take up beds. No, let's go for radical treatment.
Listen, everyone, new law is signed.
That makes, there we go, some more discontent. I think we're gonna figure out how to work that soon though. Might have engineers available, no idea. All these new buildings obviously need people to work in. If I have a collection post here, I don't need to have these wood crates be collected by children or other people. I see, medical post needs engineers, okay. And the workshop also needs engineers. Do I have an overview somewhere of how many people I have left? I mean, certainly there must be something like that, right? 10 out of 80? Does that mean I have 10 unemployed? Yes, I have 10 unemployed children. And the one child that we told said was not to do anything this week, this day. So what else would we want? Gathering, we're already gathering with maximum people here, even though we maybe don't need engineers for that and could instead use children. Wait, none, max. Like that. And I suppose they're gonna gather all of the stuff that's around here, so it's gonna be fine. We still have people gathering some coal, yes. And we have people in the cookhouse, we have people in the hunter's hut. So you produce 15 food per day. Can I see how much food I'm eating per day? We have 1 million food rations, so it seems to be a decent number at the moment. You're closed at this time. Oh, I need to add new research. I see. Okay, now we have a research tree here. What would you do? Steam hub. Smaller heat zone. So that's basically an area heater, heating some coal, or a heater that we can turn on in workplaces. Also eating some coal, but both of them seem interesting to me. The beacon we need for the quest, so I think we go for this first. Takes 10 wood to research, and then 20 wood and 35 steel to build. Okay. Let's go research beacons. Bacons. And continue here. Everybody going home for the night. Coal is dropping, but that's okay at night, I assume. Why did you just slow down? For some reason the speed just auto-slowed down. I assume that's because something happened, but I don't see anything that happened. So maybe it's just wrong. What's happening here? Survived another night. Okay. Gotta count for something. Gotta hold on. People depending on me. Yes. Protective mother. Child won't work for 24 hours. Hope will rise slightly. Or nothing will change. Yeah, let's have the hope rise. I think we still have enough workers around to do this. Maybe I'm being too nice to people here, but I do like being nice normally. So now get to work. Work. Sound.
Time to get to work.
I assume that's just a go to work sound. Wood crates are depleted. Okay, these were worked by the, or are worked by the, this thing, I think, by the gathering post. Oh, I actually still have 15 people on the steel wreckage. I did not mean to do that, because that should all be collected by the gathering post. Let's drop these people off here. New event, family torn apart. Sir, a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she's sure they're still out there. She wants to join the first scout team we'll send out. She urges you to hurry. Well, we'll do what we can. We're definitely gonna make a scout team, and that might as well include you. Why not? I don't see why not. I don't see that the people in here have super specific traits or anything. I mean, they all have names, but I can't... no, I can't see how they're doing. I can just see that this business person is sick but being treated, but that's about it. I do have some spare workers now. What do I do with spare workers? We are working on the scouting thing. We do not have any steel really at the moment. We have the workshop for tech, we have the hunter's hut, the cookhouse, the medical post, so we have one of everything. I assume that's gonna be good enough for the start. Could build another another gathering post somewhere. What are these things though? Doesn't really say. Okay, I built sawmills to extract these trees. Interesting, interesting. Bunch of coal over here that we could gather. I assume these have a bonus. I assume there's a bonus to having gathering posts instead of sending people there normally. They're not faster, I don't think. Comparison anywhere? At least coal is being gathered very fast from here, and not as fast by the post here. Otherwise, I don't know, if they're warmer maybe, that could be okay. How's heat doing over there anyway? It's probably very cold, right? No, it's decently warm. Very low risk of getting ill. This is even comfortable here in the workshop. Okay. I will eventually understand how exactly this heat spread works. I don't yet. Anyway, what do we do to get our people to work? How much do I pay for a gathering post? 15 wood, 5 steel. It does sound like it should be worth it building another one over here and gathering all this stuff. Let's just do it. And then give them road in some way, shape, or form. Do road maybe. No, I did want a road. A road, I said. There we go. Like this, and then like this. Sure. It's interesting, this circle placement, it's fun. Different, maybe. Instead of placing on a normal, just straight square grid, we're placing on these, on the circle grid. Coal pile depleted. Okay, at some point we're gonna have to find a way to find more coal, because we're quickly running out of these coal piles. I want to send him some workers. Oh, I have tons of workers spare, so just send him some normal workers for now. Here. Am I gathering this? I'm not, so let's grab this too. Beacon research, coal pile depleted, so I need to, I guess, build a beacon then. Build a beacon. We need some more steel. And we have the wood? We have the wood. Okay. Let's wait for our hut to generate the steel. Go up to speed. What's going on here? 1 sick absences. Research goal not... Oh, research goal not set. Yes, we researched the beacon. I cannot research this because... What? What does this mean? I mean, I probably don't want to get to the next tire, but it seems like I need to research the next tire. Oh, I need to upgrade the... Yeah. Cost wood and a lot of time to go to the next tire. I see. Okay. Can I stop the drawing mods thing? No? Why not? Give me my research again. Coal thumper. What do you do? It gets coal from the from underground. Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for. Some way to generate coal. Cool. Let's do that. And just like that, we are already at the end of the episode. We're being warned about it getting colder in, what's that? Just next day. It's gonna get much colder. Let's see how we can handle that in the next episode. If you like this, why didn't you tell me about that in the comments? And don't be shy to hit those like and subscribe buttons if you want to see more of my videos. Thank you guys for watching, especially tell me about whether you like me going in blind in these games, and see you guys next time.